Joshua chapter 1. And I'm going to take my time and I'm going to allow the Lord to just use me. And y'all just be patient. Amen. Joshua chapter 1. If you have it, say amen. If not, say hold up.
Hold up.
Did somebody say hold up?
Yeah.
Amen.
Okay. Amen.
Looking like Fred Sanford. Going through all the drawers trying to find all the glasses. Amen. Joshua chapter 1 reads, After the death of Moses, the Lord's servant, the Lord spoke to Joshua, son of Nun, Moses' assistant, he said, Now that my servant Moses is dead, you must lead my people across the Jordan River into the land I'm giving you. I promise you that what I promised Moses, everywhere you go, you will be on the land I have given you. From the Negev desert in the south of Lebanon mountains in the north. From the Euphrates River, on the east of the Mediterranean Sea, on the west of all the lands of the Hittites. No one will be able to stand their ground against you as long as you live. For I will be with you as I was with Moses. I will not fail you or abandon you. Be strong and courageous, for you will lead my people to possess all the land I swore to give their ancestors. Be strong and very courageous. Obey all the laws Moses gave you. Do not turn away from them, and you will be successful in everything you do. But this book of the law continually, study this book of the law continuously. Meditate on it day and night, so you may be sure to obey that which is written in it. Only then will you succeed. Did you hear that? Only then will you succeed. I command you to be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Amen. Now I'm saying that. That's just the beginning of what I got to say. Moses, Moses had been promised that he would make it to the promised land and he would take people of Israel out of Egypt into the promised land. Moses was ordained and called by God to take the people out of Egypt, out of captivity. It was a man called Pharaoh, and this man had everybody in bondage and in slavery. And so Moses grew up with Pharaoh. He grew up with Pharaoh. He learned the things of Pharaoh. But then God had called him to be set apart and pulled apart from Pharaoh. Because what Pharaoh was doing and what he was teaching was not of God. And so God permitted him to stay there for a while. But then he told him to leave. And so Moses ended up leaving Egypt for a good long time. But then at a certain time, God told him, he said, you know what? Get up and go get my people and get them out of captivity. Get them out of Egypt. It's time for Pharaoh to let my people go. And so what he did was he instructed Moses to go and tell Pharaoh, let my people go. And so who Pharaoh is in the days, this day, it could be your man, it could be your woman, it could be your job, it could be sex, it could be a bad habit, it could be cursing, it could be anything that's not like God to have you captive and caught in bondage. And so what Moses was instructed to do was go and tell the people that it's time to be free. But it was certain pharaohs that didn't want to let the people go. And we know, from experience that there's certain spirits that don't want to let us go. And they keep reminding us of our past and keep taking us back into Egypt. And so when a young lady said today in testimony, I keep going back to my past, I think I'm going back for a reason. God never brings you out of something to take you back into it. He reminds you only to say what I won't do, but you'll never go back if you keep your mind stayed on Jesus and you ask God to keep my feet and order my footsteps, that I won't go back. See, Pharaoh only wants to take you back to your familiar, take you back to what you used to, take you back to bondage, keep you locked up, tied up. And he might let you go for a minute, but he's coming back to get you as soon as he can to bring you back to Egypt. And see, I don't know why I'm even saying this, because this ain't even my topic. This is not even my topic, but you know, when the Israelites were set free from captive from Pharaoh, and God, he parted the Red Sea, and he led the people, even by an angel, by a cloud, by a sun by the day and a cloud by night, a big moon, pretty moon, and he led these people out of captivity. He commanded Pharaoh to let him go. Let the people go. And Pharaoh didn't want to let him go. He refused to let him go until God caused all kind of things to happen in his life. Till he said, you know what, let them people go, because I can't hold them no more. God that they serve won't let me hold them no more. So he allowed them to go. Well, when he sat there, and this is what the enemy does. When he sat there and he thought about that he had let the people go. I don't have a grip on them no more. I can't control them no more. I can't tell them when to get up, when to lay down. I can't tell them what to pick up and what to put down. I can't to control them no more. When he sat back and he thought about it, he said, you know what? I'm going back and get them. See, because what people meant, they were a benefit for him. The devil, when he got you in bondage, when you're doing everything you think you're big enough and bad enough to do, please believe you're not even your own. You're being controlled like a puppet by the enemy. And what's going on is the enemy is using you to his advantage. You're being his puppet. You're doing, no, you think you're grown. I'm doing what I want to do. No, you're doing what your daddy told you. Your daddy the devil. Oh, she can't tell me nothing. You think you controlling your own life. You're not controlling your own life. The devil is controlling you. And so when he feels like he done lost a grip, then he sit back and he think about it. He go, oh no, I got to go get that one. That one worked hard for me. See, they work hard. We work hard in the world for the devil. We do the best we can. We be the best hooker we can be. We be the best dope dealer we can be. We be the best gangbanger we can be. We be the best that we can be for the enemy. And so, of course, he don't want to lose his chosen one. He didn't chose you, God didn't chose you, and you in a battle and don't even know it between good and evil. And so what it was so you know, Moses, when the Red Sea was parted, Pharaoh said, you know what, I can't take it. I'm going back and get him. So he sent his army, the enemy. He sends his demons, his imps, his hordes, his demon hordes to come back and get you. Because you didn't work too hard for him and he don't want to lose you. So it's not that he loves you. It's what he loves, what you did for him. You hooked a lot of people. You did a lot for him. You draw a lot of people to him. And so what he did was, he said, go get him, go get him, go get him. And so when he seen that God had released him, the army came back after him. It was almost over through the Red Sea. He parted a sea that was called the Red Sea. And they was walking through it, but it was so many that Moses had to get out of this Egypt. It was so many till he couldn't keep up. God had to do it. I can't keep up with all these souls. God got to bring them back. And so anyway, so Pharaoh began to send his army after them. And they got nervous and they looking back and they said, oh my God, he coming. And see, what Moses told him was run and don't look back. Keep going. He might be on